Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have gotten a little bit further in. Like the whole park thing took so much time, but we have figured out a few more things. So besides getting in and getting established as a power washer in the city and stuff like that, we also have found out that the mayor's cat has gone missing, which has everybody a little on edge, kind of like what's going on, because there's some springtime festival that's supposed to happen where the cat is supposed to wear the specific hat to signify that spring has started. Which apparently they think that spring won't come unless the cat wears the hat, which is it's bizarre. It's bizarre. We also found out that while the cat is missing, the mayor apparently just went golfing. Now, he thought he saw Ulysses, the cat in question, in the pond on one of the holes, and started driving towards him, when he realized that it was just a very ambitious carp, tumbled his golf cart and got it all muddy and stuff like that. So we had to clean his golf cart. But it kind of shows that the mayor really isn't worried about the cat. Like, the mayor is in no way worried about this cat. Now, we are on to 212 Acacia Avenue in Muckingham. This is the old house of Esther de F., the eccentric actress who played the Wicked Witch in that classic movie and vanished mysteriously in the national park. Supposedly haunted. There's these weird markings on the house that are supposedly in Enochian, the language of the angels, but yeah, kind of calling bullshit on that. Anyway, with all that said, let's jump into the game and see what today has for us. So we'll resume this job. Now we've got this job and another to get the 40 stars we need for our next power wash upgrade. But we do have the Urban X for right now, which is actually a pretty solid thing, because, like, you know, you look at this, it's like, yeah, we can just sweep across slowly with the wide angle and just be done. There are some points where it's like, yeah, there's just some bits are a little more caked on. But apparently this house they've been trying to sell this house for a while. And, like, yeah, nobody's wanted to buy it because it's supposedly haunted. And I'm not entirely sure this is technically a veranda because it's not enclosed. I've always heard that verandas are supposed to be, like, enclosed. It's supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to have screens or something. That's what kind of differentiates, I think, a veranda from a porch. And this would definitely, I think, qualify as a porch, because it's like, yeah, that's... At least we could get all the green shit off. That's nice. Okay, where is... wood trim, but that's... We have to hit the roof of the veranda too? The roof part of it? All right, put it down, please. Thank you. Ah, yes, it is. Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, we should be done with that. Like, we got all that part, but now we need to hit the roof too. Meanwhile, I'm still surprised that nobody has mentioned the fact that, like, the local volcano is smoking. Like, that can't be good for that cannot be good for the city. All right, there we go. So yeah, we did actually see Ulysses, I'm pretty sure. On our, I think it was, well, it wasn't, I think it was like our third or fourth job. When we were dealing with the Miller's bungalow. We saw a cat just kind of like chilling on the next house over. Which, if that was Ulysses, then it's like, yeah, you guys really aren't trying to find him very hard. We don't need to go that tight. We do need to go a bit tighter than we were. See, I don't think angels, like, talk in, like, fucking angry faces. It's very much what that looks like. Aha. I was gonna say, I figured it was probably like the underside was like, oh hey, that's still scummy. Alright. Let's take care of the ground level first. Get the underside. Always clean the bottom. Hello there, Moon Mage. Right, maybe we should bump up to there. Yeah, that's better. 'Cause, yeah, we're... a bit far off from all that. All right. Here we'll need the long extension, I'm sure. Wow, that is actually a very pretty red underneath all the grime. Again, I feel like the people who were trying to sell this house weren't doing a very good job if they let it get this messy. There we go. All right, that's better. Okay, that damn tree has got to fucking go. Like, that is just... That is basically sitting there tricking us into thinking that it's dirtier than it is. All right. Let's move in a bit. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for the second one to see if they actually like have us go inside the houses and start like power washing the insides as well. All right, maybe we should go ahead and buy the, yeah, we'll go and buy the turbo nozzle. That should help out with those really far spaces. Let's see, we've got all that, but it's like spinning around a little bit so that it's like, hey, yeah, you're hitting a wider area, technically. Take care of all of this here. Let's take care of all the blue markings, which, you know, again, angel markings should not come clean that easily. I mean, they did say supposedly it's just in the language of the angels, not like it's actual angel marking. But still. Of course, if this was crime scene cleaner, you know, we'd have to dispose of probably a dozen bodies in this place. Did you hear that weird rumbling noise? No. Was there a weird rumbling noise? False alarm. Jenny put the washer on spin. Well, I would say you probably need a new washer then. If it's that loud. Okay, we did get these, right? Yeah, okay. All right, that's all clear. Okay, those bricks. Oh, unless they, I guess. Let's see if they can, if that technically continues on to the other side. It might. All right, did that take care of these bricks as well? Yes, it did. Okay, good. I was hoping that was going to be the case. Like, otherwise, I have no idea where the rest of the bricks are. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. The slow sweep and everything is clean. We do need to hit the underside of them, though. That is one of the other little things that is just like, oh, wait. Oh, I guess, yeah, they do kind of come around to the side, don't they? And it all counts the decking up here, too. Okay. Yeah, the rotating nozzle is really good. It does come in very, very handy. Oh, apparently I've cleaned enough. Yeah, I could see that. At least you managed to get it fixed. It's always difficult to, it's always such a struggle when you're trying to comment on something that's like, oh, hey, but I'm like, you know, 5 minutes behind or something like that. Even like a minute or two can be horrendously detrimental. All right. This side of everything. Other side there. There we go. All right. Good gods. What is all of this? Like, seriously, has anybody cleaned any of these places since the last, you know, eruption? That post is done. Good. Yeah, this is one of those games that I mean, it's nice to think, hey, you know, I'm going to go into cleaning this stuff with a plan and everything. And, you know, the plan never lasts past the encounter, your first encounter with the dirt. Like, hey, I'm going to do this systematically. I'm going to do this so that in a way that makes sense. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to want to, but you're not. that post is done. Oh, I bet it's like way up. Yeah. See, the part of it that I need to get to is way up there. And I'll need to go onto the roof. I see this is labeled as a porch. Why is this not a veranda? I mean, it's not really any different than the front. It's just a covered porch. This doesn't get a fancy name. They've got some more of that green stuff. Yep, specifically for those damn side panels more than anything else, because we'll take care of what we can from the ground. Well, see, that one's cleared. No, we got, wait a second, we still got the back end of the garage and stuff, yeah. Or maybe, yeah, we can get to it. I'm like, well, that one, we were able to do one of them without going up onto the roof. Maybe we can hit the other, yeah? Okay, see, that one is very obviously saying, hey, here's the roof and the gutter, and there's something that needs to go inside. How do, Dirt Finder? I got a real doozy for you. When you can spare a minute for us over at the what? Hello, is this the Grime Bandits? I need some help with my poor little play school. Oh, and another thing, be careful how you go around the volcano. Okay. Somebody's finally acknowledging the fucking volcano. I just went down there to... We went down there to enjoy a smoky sunset, and Jen saw a UFO pop up out of the top and disappear before you can say, look, a UFO. This is the same gal who is, like, freaking out over the sounds of the dishwasher and stuff. Pardon me if I don't exactly take her word for, you know, what she saw. I know it's awful rude of me, but she's a little, excitable. think she's also the same one that was like, oh, hey, this, don't mind the writing on the wall. That's in the ancient language of the angels. Which, again, I'm pretty sure it's not. I should probably move around to the other side of the wall, of the fence here. All right, there we go. Do you guys have like an attic in your garage? Or is that like, does the attic extend all the way through the garage? Because I don't think I really don't think that yeah, that doesn't look like something that would just be a normal part of a garage. Okay, so the gutter's all one thing. Gutter and downspout are all one thing. Even though technically they shouldn't be, they should be different pieces. They are different pieces. All right, there we go. I think that's got all of those trim pieces. Right, you need to be taken care of from up here. All right. Whoa, whoa. Hey, hey. Easy does it now. Feels like he runs everywhere. There we go. That's better. All right. We don't need any of that extra stuff. We don't need any. We are like right up front and center for this stuff. So I didn't mean to tell you to go up on the fucking ladder. Yeah, this close we can get rid of a lot of nasty stuff with just the simple white nozzle. All right. All right, there's that. Take care of that. Don't need to use as much water on this. Not that, you know, we're in any kind of a challenge mode where it's like, hey, you know, conserve water. Though I do wonder who it is that's supplying us with the water. Are they like, is the homeowner the people that are hiring us for the job, are they just giving us a water supply? Because if so, they might be in for a rude awakening when they get the next water bill. All right. So, yeah, you should be just about done, right? There we go. All right. And then, okay, you are going to be kind of tricky to get to from up here, actually. Not a lot of space on this portion of the roof to get to you. There we go. All right. Hit the gutter while we're thinking about it. While we're... Oh. Alright, there we go. Whoa, whoa, fucking... Alright, put you over here. There we go. Alright. I don't think we need the really long extension, but fuck it, we're going to use it anyway. All right. Yeah, see, we need to... All right. Hit what areas we can. There's some areas that are just like, yeah, we're gonna have to just... I think we're just gonna have to hit it from the ground. I think we're just gonna have to like get our longest extension and just hose it from the ground. Wait, if we get this one, would that take... Yes, it's all of those are connected. All right, that works for me. You know, I was thinking that they were going to say, hey, so be careful of be careful of around the volcano, because, like, you know, it's a volcano. But no, it's just there's a UFO, apparently. Because, you know, that's just what we need. Still, Ginny is, like I said, Ginny is quite the excitable one. All right, we need the medium, the medium extension, yeah. We're not quite trying to hit it from like miles away, but I'd rather not have to walk over every square inch of this damn roof. See, this is technically where we should have started. But thankfully, physics does not work, you know, really well in this game. So, like, we're not just, like, having the water, the muddy water run down. Although, I would actually kind of like to have, like, that as an option. Like, as a challenge mode or something, like, hey, so, you know, if you find this too easy, let's make it super realistic. Let's make it so that, yeah, you know, as you clean stuff, you know, it will muddy stuff further on down. Like, having that just as an option would be kind of cool. Basically something to force you to basically to go from the in the logical sense of go from the top down. As anybody who has done a major cleaning project like this knows, that's how you're supposed to. Don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I've looked into the creepy symbols and found you found on the outside of the house you're working on. Okay, Harper, what are they? Turns out they're just builder's diagrams telling the plumbers where to put a gap for the overfill pipe. All right, that makes sense. But why did they put it on the finished exterior of the house? Like, that wasn't like on the interior or on the like the building blocks of the house. That was like on the finished and painted exterior. Were the builders idiots? Like, that's the type of thing that, that's the type of thing, yeah, I can totally see them needing it, but it's like, that should be, like, on the drywall. Well, not even on the drywall, like, because, like, by the time you put up the wall, you're gonna have to have the gaps and everything already planned out. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, am I missing like a big swath of the roof or something? Yes, I am. I was looking at that, I'm like, man, that percentage left cannot be from the fucking, cannot be from just like, oh, hey, you know, you missed some of the details and shit. All right. Oop. Ah, there we go. Yes. All right. Now this is how you do windows. Now, realistically, like, too high of a pressure on the power washer could very easily, like, fracture the glass. So, like, something like this would be a very bad idea. Yes, the little vacuum thing in the first house flipper just, oh my god, that was the worst. That was just awful. And obviously they realized it come House Flipper 2, and they're like, yeah, let's just put in like a regular ass squeegee. What the hell is this stuff? Oh, hey, you did good enough. Like, it's always amusing when they're like, yeah, this is what we're using. It's like, oh, wait, you know, you can tell that even the makers of the game were like, yeah, that's kind of dumb. Nobody vacuums their windows. The drapes, sure. The windows, no. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, it was like the little mini vacuums that people get for like cleaning out the inside of PCs and stuff like that, like really detailed work. Like that's not going to make a difference on a freaking window. All right, I think we are ready to go up to the roof. And we make it. Yep. All right, got the chimney topper. Again, this would like totally flood the frickin' house. There we go. Right? Like that's pretty much this entire game. It's like, hey, yeah, it's actually looks pretty nice under all this grime and dirt from, like, I swear, decades of neglect. Like what I think well, I mean, I don't think we know how long some of the houses were just left unclean, but we do know like the dirt bike was 15 years, so all right. Damn tree. All right, so we'll take it up to about here. I mean, if they're trying to say that the gal who originally owned this house was in the Wizard of Oz and like she mysteriously disappeared into the woods and nobody's lived here since, it's like, okay. Has anybody been keeping up the house? Like, apparently there are other, you know, there are other power washing companies out there. At least in town. She said none of the others would touch this place. Which would indicate that nobody has cleaned this since, you know, the Esther death, like, disappeared into the woods. All right, there we go. You know, I'm not sure this town is big enough really to necessitate multiple power washing companies. Like, if you look at these other houses, everybody else's house is just crystal clear. I'm not sure what this white stuff is, actually. Now that you mentioned the bird droppings, it's like, that might be what the white stuff on here is. Because it only seems to appear on the roofs. All right, that side. Like, yeah, you look at that. That totally looks like bird droppings, actually. Now that you mention it, yeah. That at least identifies some of the stuff. I'm surprised there aren't, like, pigeon nests and stuff like that. Like, you just know that there's, like, bats in this attic. Let's get rid of the top layer of grunge. How huge this is, that may be enough to just clear it. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. We have 2 gutters that we need to finish off. Oop. All right. Fine. That's... Ladder? You get me up? I don't know how tall this ladder will go. Not tall enough, apparently. Alright, fine. Alright, so we still have 1 gutter left. Like that gutter's done. That gutter, no? We also need 4 window trims. A wooden trims. Okay. All right. That one. Okay. Ladder? Thankfully, I can magically summon my ladder down whenever and wherever I need. All right. Oh, yeah. All right, there's still 1 window, too. All right, let's take a look at the wood trims. Wood trim is fine. All right, you know what? We're going to do it the easy way. We're going to say wood trims. Make the ones that need cleaning flash. Oh, okay. I think I know where we need to hit. All right. You. Nope, not enough. All right, fine. Yeah, see. All right. Still have one wood trim though. Oh, it's this tiny little one right here. All right, there we go. And we have one window. Which window is not clean? Oh, this one. There you go. Like, even the time lapse is like, yeah, this is a big fucking job. The house looks amazing, almost normal. You know what is strange, though? As you were finishing, there was this screech from the attic. I opened the latch and something whooshed past my face, followed by a grubby gray feather. Floating mysteriously down. I think it was Esther's soul leaving, finally at peace. No, I think that was the fucking cat that had just eaten a pigeon. Yeah, creepy signs according to Jenny's research. It's Enochian. Just sat on the sofa just now and I heard a strange sigh-like sound. Spooky. Yeah, what's that rumbling sound? Oh, another thing. Careful hub around the volcano. Look, there's a UFO. Where? Oh. So yeah. These guys are definitely trying to make it as much creepier than it really is. So we have clean the shoe house or the skate park. Well, I think we're going to take the shoe house first. Because the skate park is one of those that just, yeah, that's just going to take forever. Now, give me just a moment here because I need to take a real quick break and we'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. With a drink. Or a fresh drink, I guess I should say. All right. Yeah, old Mother Hubbard in her shoe, which, you know, is kind of assuming a lot. Martha Hubbard, Great River County National Park. Thank you so much for helping. Ain't you a sugar? As nice as it is having our play school in the forest, it does leave it open to the elements. And the poor thing is now so mucky it's starting to rub off on the children. I think the children are just mucky to begin with. In the old days, we'd fill a few buckets and the children would do it themselves, top to bottom. Such fun, and most of them came to no harm. Nowadays, we're not even allowed on the roof, never mind down the guttering. Before the parents get all angsty. If you would please come and give it a good wash down, that would be just wonderful. But yeah, old Mother Hubbard was the one that went to her cupboard to find her poor dog a bone. Now, there was an old lady who lived in a shoe, but that was not necessarily Mother Hubbard. All right. Yes, is this the Grime Bandits? I need help with my poor little play school. Why did you make it look like a shoe? And seriously, you want to go back to child... Well, no, okay. I shouldn't say that she wants to go back to child labor when, you know, there's literally people in fucking Florida that are like, child labor was cool. Let's bring that back. It builds character. All right. We have scaffolding, which is very nice. All right. So you get up this close and you can kind of see the voxels, that slight pixelation and jagged edges of the grime. You can kind of see the voxels and stuff. That's what that's called, is the voxels. The fuck was that? Oh, I heard like a... The hell was that? Are there bears out here? I mean, you would think that, you know... Alright, I'm pretty sure that was just like a pigeon or an owl or something, but... Seriously. Yeah, see, that was just a pigeon. But I swear I heard like a... Something deep and troubling. Man, the perspective of this looks really weird from up, like up here and this close. It does, something doesn't look right here. I thought moss always grew on in one direction, or is that just with trees? I know you can tell which direction is, I think it's south, by what side of the of a tree moss is growing on, but all right. See if we can get back over. Oh yeah, easy peasy. All right. No, okay, nope. Can't do that. All right. Probably put on an extension. All right. Right, was that the roof or just like the edge of the roof? I think that might have just been the edge of the roof. Like, how did you even get this place built? All right, so we're gonna need our scaffolding here. Go over to here. Let me get up. You've got a stinky butt. Excuse me, Miss Hubbard. I do believe one of your children is playing with your phone. Either that or you have been around children far too long. take your soccer ball away, kid. See how you like it then. And we'll see who's got a stinky butt. Right, there we go. All right. Like, how the hell are kids even going to get up to that area? Also, notice, if you remember, she said that children hardly ever got hurt. So obviously children got hurt cleaning this thing in the past. Which, you know, yeah, the parents are kind of right to be concerned about their child's safety. All right. What did I land on? All right. Apparently there is still more guessing over here on the... Yeah. All right. I mean, how long did it take for us to set up this scaffolding? Because, I mean, I don't think we, you know, obviously we had to bring it in pieces. Just because, you know, we apparently brought it in on our van. Let's go down a level here. See if there's some stuff stuck up under there. No? Alright, so it's got to be on the back end, right? Aha. There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, definitely a job for our extension. My God, this is just... It's a fun idea, but it is very impractical. It's not even really that dirty once you get down into the sides. You know, I need to know. I need to know. Did she have this idea when she was building the school? When she came up with the idea of, hey, we're gonna have a play school here, and we're gonna make it, you know, we're gonna make it the little old lady who lived in the shoe. Did she think, hey, my name's Hubbard, maybe we should have it like, you know, maybe we should make it themed. Or did she come across this place and say, hey, so somebody made a house that looks like a shoe. That gives me an idea. Right? Like, yeah, it's like it weighs nothing. Maybe that's the secret. It's really just an inflatable scaffolding. It's not made of metal and wood. It just looks like it's made of metal and wood. Thankfully, I'm made of mostly helium. I want yogurt tube. Yeah, I don't think Miss Hubbard has her phone. Johnny bit me. Well, you go back there and you give Johnny a good smack in the face. Tell him biting is not polite unless asked for. I ate his yogurt. Well, wait, did you eat his yogurt before he bit you or after? This is an important... It's important to get the proper timeline. Did you bite him and then... Did he bite you and then you ate his yogurt? Or did you eat his yogurt and that's why he bit you? Why am I getting this involved in a damn kid's life? All right. You know, I get the feeling, I don't know what it is. I get the feeling like this place may have been like a Doc Martin store. Like a Doc Martin test store when it first started out. Like, that's my kind of my headcanon for this one. It's like, yes, it was originally a Doc Martin store. They thought the town would expand much faster than it did. Then it just became like a national park, so they couldn't, like, nobody would really come out and do anything, come out here to buy buy the boots here. So then they just sold it to this crazy old lady who was like, hey, this would be a fun place to put in a kid's play school. Get as much of this window and the box and stuff from this angle as we can. There we go. Doc, we found a mucky old thing in our garage. Let us know when you're free to come over and give it a wash. Or a Smith. Okay. I'm going poop. I done it. Thank you for the update, kid. Did you use the toilet or did you just like poop your pants? That one's clear. That one probably needs to be hit from the bottom. Yeah, see. All right, there we go. All right. Good God, that fucking green stuff is like really in there. Like, I'm pretty sure if it's this bad on the outside, I don't think I want to know how bad it is on the inside. Like, the inside of this place is probably like, yeah, I think she'd probably should get shut down by the health department. State health department, of course. Federal health department would probably look at this and be like, nah, it's good for the kids. It builds immunity. Green and black mold? Yeah, that stuff will help you. That stuff's good for you. It builds character. All right, actually, let's keep you on there. Because we're going to pop up here and... work on these strings. Like, did you really need the to have like rope to signify the boot laces? Not so much a boot wall as just the tongue. I mean, I guess it can be both, but... Alright, there's that. Alright, that wood trim probably, yeah. See, I figured it would probably be like somewhere, something like up in here. Alright, there we go. Put you over there. Alright. Now then, we need to get the toe. I'm so sorry about that. Charlie found my phone. Well, Charlie is a dick. Also, you might need to change his pants. Just saying. Sounds like him and Johnny do not get along. Get all the window boxes and window frames. While we're up here. All right. hit the window box. Make sure that window trim is done. Actually, I will move you over to there. So now you're out of the frickin' way. That boot wall is almost clean. But not quite. There we go. There we go. All right. That eyelet. Should be getting close to everything being done. I say, yeah. All right. Wood trim. Window. And now it's just the sole. There we go. maybe we should be using our secondary extension. Hello. Our forest home puts the grot in grotto. Haha. Could you come and give it a spring cleaning? Okay, that's just weird how they don't, it doesn't render the in the time lapse, it doesn't have the scaffolding, so it looks like I'm just standing in the middle of in midair. All right, you are a wonder. The Blaze School looks beautiful. The children are so calm now. I can hear the birds in the forest again. The wind rustling through the leaves, even my own heartbeat. I hope that's normal. No. So we have a forest cottage, the skate park, and a vintage car. But we can go into the heavy duty. Ooh, okay, that's gonna need $2,000. So we're gonna need another 600 for that. Oh, okay. Aura Smith was settled into the Esther's house now, and it's so much fun. Every day brings a fresh dose of the paranormal. This morning, Jenny found a blob of syrup on her pancake that looked just like Thirsty Roger from Sister Sister. We've set up an Esther vlog, and people are loving her. Anyway, we found this old car under some tarpaulin at the back of the garage, and wonder if you thought it was worth running your jet over. Thank you so much, Aura. Pretentious ass fucking name, but all right, yeah, I can clean the damn car. Welcome back. We're back at the at the Death house with what looks like oh my god, this thing is ancient. Jenny's going to live stream the car restoration for the vlog. Don't worry, you won't even know she's there. Like, yeah, this is from the heyday. I definitely hear a louder rumbling now. Which is troubling. Hang on a moment here. Oh yeah, that's definitely a louder rumbling. Beginning to suspect that might not be a worthless heap. You think? Like, seriously. It is a very vintage car. I don't know whatever gave you the idea that it was a heap to begin with, but you're wrong. Like, the thing is coated in rust. Wash me. That's what I'm doing, buddy. Of course, we could say, oh, never mind. Like, yeah, there is some seriously ground in rust here. You guys need to realize that you can't just, like, power wash. You can't just power wash rust away. Like, that is deterioration in the integrity of the metal. I'm scrolling to the Esther archives online. No photos of her with a car anywhere. Well, she obviously had one. Like, did anybody else own the house? It might have left a car? I'm gonna guess the answer is no. It's a tick on the back of my throat. hit the parts that are obviously going to be rusted. All right, there's that. Okay. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, that is not part of the body. Yeah, bumpers of that style. Wow, that is, yeah, that is a really, this is a really old car. And I'm just like going over it with a fucking power washer. I feel bad about that, honestly. Like this should be taken to a car restorer. Somebody who deals with restoring cars specifically. Not just some idiot with a power washer. There's cat prints on it. Is this the filth amendment? This is the fire chief. We need you to clear your diary. Oh. Turns out this car was in Esther's last film, driving me nuts. In it, she plays a schoolteacher whose car has a talking steering wheel. Right, do you want to call the mayor and tell him that Ulysses has been through? I think the mayor might want to know that his cat has been through here. Then again, maybe not. Maybe the mayor doesn't want the cat back. Maybe the cat's an asshole. I mean, that goes without saying. It's a cat. you part of the... Yes, you are part of the mud guard. Okay. That's, yeah, that particular piece of rust is not something that you can just wash away. That was like going deep into the fucking into the metal of the mud guard. So there we go. Finally. Yeah, I can't help but feel like the water is probably doing more harm than good on this thing. The film's shocking finale meant it was a flop, and Esther's final role. So sad. Hang on, what was that message? So sad. Looks like she got to keep the car, though. I mean, why would a shocking finale mean that it was a flop? Like, there wasn't an internet around at the time to be like, hey, so yeah, shock ending and it's bad or anything like that. All right, that's all part of the grill. Apparently. You know what? Let's switch back to this one. And we're actually going to buy some metal cleaner. Oh, that is so much easier. now we can go back to you. Yeah, it has a slight bubbling sound to it with the cleaning solutions. But if you look up the trailer for for number 2, you'll see why I'm kind of excited to see what they do with it. Like, it looks so amazing. Okay, are we in England? Are we in the US? Where are we? Because nobody in the US calls it a bonnet. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Nobody in the US calls it a bonnet. All right, the body is clean. All right, let's do the spare tires. I'm surprised that the cloth strap for the spare tire is still in proper condition. Wing mirror still needs a little bit of work, probably on the glass. Oh, right, the front windshield. All right, so the horns. One of the horns needs it. Right, this one. There we go. All right, so 5 hubcaps. Which sounds weird, since there's 4 tires, but... Alright, there we go. Alright, you know what? We're gonna actually switch back to this one. There we go. Boom. Oh, yes. All right, there we go. Yeah, I would highly recommend looking up the trailers and teasers and stuff for Powerwash Simulator 2. It looks like it's going to be a really cool, a really advanced version of this. Like I said, they've already said, yeah, there's going to be a new campaign mode, the whole 9 yards. I mean, they've added a lot. I mean, like, they kept adding stuff to this one as far as, like, DLCs and, like, holiday packs and stuff like that. Some free, some paid. They've already come out and said that the price for number 2 is going to be the same, $25 as the first one. It's cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So let's see here. So a phenomenal job on the car, Doc. I've tracked it down. 1922 Chatsworth Roadster. One of only 10 ever made. Esther DeF may have been odder than the number 37, but she sure traveled in style. The washed down live stream went viral, so we're hoping our new Driving Miss Pebbles series will add another 100,000 subscribers to our channel. So exciting. I mean, that car, like, oh my God, like, yeah, I honestly, I would kind of love to have a car like that. Like, that is a nice looking classic car, but oh man, the maintenance on that would be fucking crazy. All right, so we're still needing about, what, 400 bucks before we can get the heavy duty? Yeah, 400 bucks before we can get the heavy duty one. And then of course we'll need the extensions for it. But yeah. So from here we can do, fire station cleanup, skate parks cleanup, or the forest cottage cleanup. But that's going to be tomorrow's problem, because we're all out of time for today. I may go ahead and do, like, one of the extra stuff that I really don't give a crap about, just to earn up the money to buy the new power washer and stuff. I'll probably do that off camera, though. So, for now, that's all the time. That's where we're going to leave it. So, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, our Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Red Dead Redemption 2. And then the following midnight, we'll be back with more Power Washer Simulator. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Production. Oh.